Good morning and or evening. Welcome to part 2 of my Infinity Part series. Hey Gundog, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, everybody. I need to check something here. That's right. I forgot to post my going live message on the Discord. I did. Okay. Welcome to the stream, Prima. Glad to see you. Actually, the first half of the stream was like me trying to figure out a seed that would work for like 2 hours. It was a pretty uneventful stream. Then I started over, so we are now Saturday, Spring 6th, on the new attempt. So, here's the great part, though. The VOD is there if you want to watch it. The VOD is also on YouTube. I now have all of the current streams being uploaded to YouTube the very next day. So if you prefer to watch old streams on YouTube, subscribe to that channel right there. Because I know some people don't like Twitch's player and would much rather like watch long form video on YouTube because you get easier to pause, things like that. It's just preference. So we got a VOD channel up on YouTube and also they don't get deleted there, right? Even though I'm a partner, we only get 16. What do you call it? 60. We only get 60 days on Twitch, right? And then they automatically delete the VODs. If you missed a stream and you want to catch up quickly, that's not going to be any good because the delay is going to be too high. But I should take this opportunity to shill the actual YouTube channel. I think the first video... How many cube MTGA drafts are we doing tonight? 0, Dags. 0. 0 MTG on this channel ever again. There is also a regular YouTube channel where I'm going to be putting up the first video here. Now, if you're a regular stream viewer, you're not going to see anything new on this channel because what I'm going to be doing is doing like really condensed versions of each stream as like sort of a single episode and then creating a playlist of it. So if you ever want to watch like an entire run, you can get like the entire run in a few hours instead of 60 like the real-time streams were, right? Do like 20-minute episodes and like post them there and hopefully get a little bit of like YouTube traction. That's the plan anyways, or the hope, the dream, I don't know. So, subscribe to all the channels. Yeah, I mean, I got into an argument with a friend today, but I'm pretty sure Magic died during War of the Spark, and it's just been, this has just been extended death throes, Everything since then has just been thrashing about. Anyways, Where are we at now? I don't remember what I'm doing today. I think today is just fishing. Hey, Cassie, I'm pretty good. Pretty good, how are you? go. So yeah, today, all I'm doing today. That's good to hear, Gazzy. Alright, so we got a few things we got to do today. I got to plant those crops and water them, the extra kale seeds. I need to chop down enough trees, and we need to head down to the beach for bait maker supplies. So, a few tasks. I get this weird thing now where I'm like thinking about this in terms of like YouTube, and now I'm like, oh, do I have to say that so it's on the recording, which is not good for my mental health. It is better for the video, but it is not good for my mental health. Just selling a few things here because we want as much money as possible again for tomorrow. Hey Gloom, how's it going? Geodes and stuff like that are like technically more valuable to open. The gems tend to sell for more than the cost of opening them, but it's just way too much effort. I'm never going to open them, so we're just selling them here for a little boost. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. How? Just getting started on day 2. Oh, that's awkward. So we need like 350 wood. We need a lot of wood because we need the 300 for the bridge repair, as well as I need to craft a scarecrow today for these crops. So, oh, and the bean. I almost forgot the bean. The bean is also important. Actually, there's an argument that the bean isn't important because we can do the completion using the crab pot bundle instead of the spring crops bundle. Since we're not actually trying to complete all the bundles, we're going to be doing Joja for this route. But it does increase my odds of like getting something done early this way, right? In case we miss the crab pots or something like that, right? That's a stump. I got by it twice in a row because I was just looking at the... Yeah, I did get the seed thing sorted yesterday. So we should be good to go on that. The only thing, you know, that we did was we confirmed that the special orders board will spawn in an order conducive to completing this fast enough, right? Everything else is still completely random. I still have to do it all. I don't know when anything's coming up or what's happening or anything like that, right? these chubs for energy, so we won't have a problem with that today, even though we got to do all this chopping. Let's double check. So we got 126 wood. Oh, overdid it. Wasted energy. Oops. Still a lot of wood to go. 350 for the bridge and the 350 for the bridge and the scarecrow. I gotta like make sure to finish my sentences for the sake of like recording to YouTube, because like what am I supposed to do with that? That's like nonsense. Shit. Oh, we missed it. So we can't do the cutscene today. I was gonna run over there and just trigger it, but we'll do it tomorrow. Shouldn't hurt. Well, I guess the actual issue is that tomorrow... I really don't do that much. Very minimal. I wash it, you know, and I use a beard oil when I think about it. But it's pretty low maintenance. You do gotta wash it though. Don't not wash your beard. That's kind of gross. But also like don't wash it every day either, or you'll like dry it out. It's like hair, you know. You gotta learn the right balance. 100% mentally. I've done it so many times that I have a very basic timeline in my head. Here we grow. Yes, we grow a scarecrow so that we can protect our crops. Yeah, I'm anti-spreadsheet. I like doing things the hard way. As soon as you involve a spreadsheet, I'm like, I'm over it. Then it feels like work. Winging it and just hoping it all works out, that's a good time. That's a real gamer move. Alright, so we drop all of our stuff. We need to bring the ores because we're going to be smelting those while we fish. And now we're headed down to the beach for that sea urchin. Well, one thing is that Eric has not been very big on balancing. Very little has been changed. Like, existing content has been changed. Like, he did very, very minor stuff like nerf T-sapling sell prices or, like, clay farming algorithms. Sort of like exploit type stuff. He made no changes to the value of, like, existing crops or anything like that. Alright, here we go. One bridge fixed. And now we can get that sweet, sweet sea urchin and coral so that we can build the sweet, sweet bait maker, which is the life-changing addition from 1.6. Like, you can easily divide the game into pre and post bait maker. Oh yeah, he did make bombs more expensive, which I have never forgiven him for. So rude. New update is not out. It won't be out for a while. He is going to tell us who the new marriage candidates are on February 26th, which is the actual 10th anniversary of the game. So we're just heading up to the mountain now to do... Oh, shit. Hold on. I was going to try and catch an anchovy while I was down there. See, now I feel like I need to just restart the day. Do I restart the day? Speaking of, okay, so actually, on the subject of YouTube videos, I decided, I've been wanting to for a while, but I finally started today. Finally started trying to edit YouTube videos, and oh my god, editing is the worst. Alright, here we go. But yeah. It's actually not, okay, it's not like hard, and it's actually pretty fun. I'm enjoying the process. But it's extremely time consuming. Extremely time consuming. What did you edit, Miss Piggy? Big secret stream. There was no secret stream. What are we talking about? Were you like doing it like in a professional capacity, or just editing your own content, or like what were you doing? Alright, we're gonna sell all the gems and fish. And the geodes, which as I said prior, but... It's time consuming because like editing like a 4-hour video, you gotta like pan through everything, cut stuff, like the amount of time it takes to produce a short amount of video is just very disproportionate, right? Like you know, I have a 4-hour stream, I've got to like pan through a 4-hour stream and figure out which parts I want to keep, and like figure out how to arrange it and where to cut things and all of this stuff, and I end up spending 15 fucking hours going through a 4-hour stream to get to assemble a 20-minute video. Right? Like, that's what I mean by time consuming. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm gonna sell some of these parsnips, I think. Maybe all of them. I don't know, we'll save a gold one for Pam's birthday. That'll be great. It's nice that we got a gold one, actually. So we'll save one gold parsnip for Pam's birthday. I might sell the others, but I think I can wait. I don't need to do that today. No, this is bad, actually. I'm now thinking in, like, concept of, like, what I'm cutting and what I'm doing, and that's going to affect how I play, and I can't have that. That's actually terrible. I need to break that habit, like, immediately and just play the game. Where are my kale seeds? Here we go. But yeah, I've decided to, so, like I said, I'm gonna be, yeah, that's something I need to get into, and maybe see if I can get anybody to help me too. Were you editing, like, stream content for YouTube? Is that what you were doing? Alright. Time to chop down those trees. 350 wood for the bridge, and a scarecrow. Hey, Gloom, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Did you feel like obviously you didn't feel like it was worth the time, because you wanted your weekends back, like you said, but did you feel like you had, like, it was going well, like the YouTube content itself, or? Yeah, I've looked into multi-streaming, but I feel like unless you have an established YouTube channel, stream discovery on YouTube doesn't seem like that good. Like, actually, like, attracting new viewers. No? Alright, yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, it can be a little bit tough to get started in, so especially if it's taking up a lot of your time and you're not getting it, then I totally get it. Like, I would probably do the same thing. But I am archiving all my VODs on YouTube now, though. That I am doing. For anybody who just came in, I have a VODs channel here. So I have a separate channel so that the Twitch VODs don't interfere with the hopefully more successful edited content. But all of my stream VODs, like just the full streams, will be posted there. If anybody's interested. Like, I have them for 60 days on Twitch because I'm a partner, but they will be there in perpetuity. I think he was asking what you multi-stream on. Is it specifically just YouTube and Twitch, or are you like TikTok, Kick, anything else? That's how I interpret it anyways. Nautical could certainly answer for himself. I just... Oh no, it's not self-promote. We're having a conversation. If you came in here and were like, hey, check out my YouTube stream, that would be self-promotion. But we're just having a conversation. I don't mind at all. Okay, we gotta pause the wood cutting for a second so I can actually get that community center cutscene. It's got to be a non-rainy day, it's got to be from the bus stop, and it has to be between the hours of 8 a.m. and noon. Otherwise, this scene won't trigger. Normally, if I were on my way to the beach... Not the beach. Oh my god. Normally, if I were on my way to the mountain here to go fishing, I would not skip this scene, because that will leave us standing at the community center. Oh, wait, no. I need to check the thing. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Ignore all of that. I need to completely Anyways, as much as we don't want to watch it, it is important to not skip this cutscene so that we end the scene at the community center, which will allow us to check the Junimo note immediately. Yeah, the Bagwoods path does not trigger it. It's bus stop path only, 8 a.m. to noon. If you go too early, you won't get it either. It has to be after 8, but before noon. It's very particular. Alright, Gundog. I discovered, when I hit fall, that I had screwed up my seed selection, and I did not, in fact, have a seed where the Special Orders Board would allow completion of the challenge. Because as oh, that's so weird. The whole one sub delayed hype train is so strange. Oh, you can stream on anything these days. I saw literally on Twitter like last week. I saw like Fansly was like promoting like you can live stream gaming content on Fansly if you want to. TikTok is a common multi-stream. I would say probably the biggest after Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and then Kick. Hey, Juvie. How's it going? Yeah, it's a different vibe, right? Every platform has its own like culture and vibe, and you know, I like Twitch, right? I don't just stream on Twitch because, you know, I like Twitch. I like the way the culture. All right. And there we go. We sat through the entire cutscene so that we would appear at the door here. If we had skipped the cutscene, we appear back at the bus. But this allows us to check this note immediately. And we're all done. That's literally all we're doing here. Now we walk back to the farm, because I'm not finished over there yet. I still need like another 100 wood. Yeah, I've noticed that, Miss Piggy. That's what I'm kind of hoping to get in on. I'm going to do some shorts that directly link back to the videos. That sort of thing, right? That's the plan. The first video should be up like this week. If you watch the stream regularly, you're going to see nothing new on the YouTube channel. It is going to be weeks old content that you have already seen. Because like I was hoping to do like maybe a couple videos a week, but at my current rate of editing, it's going to be like a video a week. So like a week of Stardew will take me 7 weeks to post to YouTube because I'm going to only be able to like edit them at a rate of like 1 episode a week. It takes so long. So YouTube will be wildly behind. Oh yeah, I'd looked into it and I decided against it because I didn't feel like I would benefit much from it, but I appreciate the offer. Alright, we're back at the farm for a few more trees before we head down to the beach. I think one thing with the YouTube thing is I gotta be a little bit more conscious about narrating what I'm doing and not just, like, silently chopping trees, but... I could, but that's not any, like... There's kind of a sweet spot for YouTube content, and I'm obviously it's going to take some experimentation. It's not like anybody knows the correct answer exactly, but too short actually isn't ideal. You want, like, a hefty enough video, but, like, not too long. So I'm aiming for about 20 minutes to start. I think the actual existence of like shorts cut into the market for like short long-form videos. Like 5-minute videos are less popular these days because everything is either 30-second videos or like longer videos, you know? YouTube kind of has like a meta that shifts a little bit. And I'm certainly not an expert on it. Oh yeah, I'm going to be doing shorts. That's separate though, right? Those will be done in addition to the longer videos. Those do not take that long to make, too. That's the nice thing about shorts. Shorts are actually pretty fast to make. Okay, this should be the last tree that we need here. Exactly, Gundog. That is actually that is the plan. That is the exact plan that I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for turning a 3 to 4 hour stream into about one 20-minute episode where I just cut out literally all of this right here where I natter at you and just skip through the important parts of what happened in the stream, right? To condense like one play session down to about 20 minutes. Worthwhile progress on the run. And then I'm going to make shorts out of that as well, and you can like link you can link the shorts back to like a full-length video or like a longer video, which is the plan. So the plan is to make, like I said, about 20-minute episodes and then create shorts to sort of like advertise those episodes that directly link back to them. And then the VODs, like I said, the VODs will always be available for anybody who wants to watch the full stream. It's just that I know that's not like, I can't tell you the exact menu, but when you post a short, you can like, there's like a field where you can have like an associated like video. Like, so the short is like from this video and it will like connect them. So yeah, so shorts to advertise the 20-minute videos, and then the VODs will be available, like I said, for anybody who wants to watch the full stream. That will still be available. It's just going to be on a separate channel, so it doesn't mess with the metrics. And the VODs are being uploaded immediately the next day. Like, I'm just, as soon as I end the stream, I'm just like exporting it to YouTube. Because you can connect your YouTube account to Twitch, right? And then, like, literally automatically, even without multi-streaming, you can connect your YouTube account to Twitch and have like one button export to YouTube. So like for the VODs, that's all I'm doing. I'm just clicking like export to YouTube on the on like the video producer on Twitch. Yeah. And just copying the entire stream over there so that it stays. Okay. One scarecrow to protect my precious veggies, and then clean out our inventory and head down to the beach. We won't be needing these tools. Looking good. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. For the shorts, I'm going to go a little bit more manual with them. Like, you can, because, like, let's be honest here, the clip editor on Twitch is pretty bare bones. Like, if you want to do, like, let's just check this for a quest. If you want to, like, say, like, make a short that's, like, kind of like 3 separate scenes and then like stitch them together, like you can't do that on Twitch, right? It doesn't let you. It has to be like one continuous like 30-second segment. It's pretty limiting. So I'm just going to be doing those on my PC, but it's definitely easier if you just like do it on Twitch and just click export. The most straightforward way for sure. Yeah, I downloaded Resolve today, like DaVinci Resolve. And there we go. One bridge is fixed. And we can grab those sweet foraging items here. The ever so important sea urchin and several corals. And goddamn, that's complicated. That's some complicated shit. Resolve. Whew. But I'm going to teach myself. That's what we're going to do. We're going to learn to video edit. Do I care about the quality of videos and resolution? I mean, a little bit. Like, I'm streaming in 1080p. I'm doing the videos in 1080p. That's what's happening. But, like, not, like, anything beyond that. I'm not doing, like, HD. Like, 4K or anything like that. Nobody cares about the quality of shorts, though. Like, so, hold on a sec. Alright, one bait maker. Unfortunately, since it's 5 p.m., we're not going to have a whole lot of time to catch largemouth bass, but we'll do our best. Okay, so the issue with Twitch recordings versus OBS captures, okay? This is the difference. It's not the resolution. The resolution is not the problem. It's the bit rate. That's what suffers. Because instead of getting the perfect recording on your PC directly from OBS, you have the bitrate limited Twitch recording, right? Because Twitch has a official limit of about 6,000, and you can do up to 8. I'm actually doing 8. They will not reject it at 8, even though it's not officially listed. But so yeah, if you're actually trying to record like high quality streams, you will get a slightly better if you do record it yourself, but I'm lazy. I'm not like, for the VODs, I don't care. Maybe in the future I will manually record them for the sake of the video editing. But right now I'm not, because I'm lazy. Alright. Still no largemouth bass. We're not even going to get to bait make anything today. Oh well. It had to be done. Hopefully we have enough money tomorrow. We're not going to get these Okay, I'm actually going to need to redo today again, I think. I don't know. This is like... We're not going to have time to get these iron bars made, are we? Like, that's a problem. Because of the bait maker. I don't have a fish smoker. What? What fish smoker? That's a furnace. I'm just smelting while I fish. It's called multitasking. Well, I mean, I have made more than 10K. I'm at 14K. But I've spent it on other things like ore and backpack and stuff. Oh, and pickaxe upgrade. I've already got the pickaxe in for the copper. In fact, tomorrow we're going to put it in for steel. That's what these bars are for. Except that we're not, because... Shit. I don't want to start this over, but I might have to because of the steel bars. Oh my god. You know what the funny thing is like I can totally like when doing the YouTube video, I can totally use footage from like the previous day's attempts if I like the way I like say something is like better. Like somebody's gonna like do a forensic analysis on my video and be like, he clearly stitched together 2 separate versions of the day. Like, come on. That's not gonna happen. Anyways. I'm not gonna have these bars ready. The bars take too long. So since I didn't get to use the bait maker today, I should not craft the bait maker today. That's what I should do. Okay, we're gonna have one more attempt. 3rd time's the charm. What does he do? Stitch together multiple attempts? That's funny. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, what I need to do, like I said, what I need to do is not craft the bait maker. But yeah, I've noticed that Stardew stuff does really well on YouTube. There seems to be a pretty big audience for like YouTube Stardew content. So that's kind of what I was hoping, that I could get some of that and then maybe use it to drive some traffic to Twitch, you know? But we'll see. I'm also going to post some other non-Stardew stuff. Like when I play other games, I'll try to make videos out of that. Just, if I were like full-time content creation, I think I would want to do daily videos, like just post every stream as like a daily episode, but obviously I don't have time for that. That's a full-time job in itself. Not counting the streaming. Just doing the videos of the daily streams would be a full-time job. And then I still gotta actually stream for like 4 plus hours. Oh my god. Woody's secret. Sweet. And here I was accidentally hitting an oak tree, and I was like, oh shit, I shouldn't hit that oak tree. Totally worth it. Woody's secret again. I don't think I need 2 of those, but... Alright, if we rush, we can just make the cutscene cut off here. I mean, it grants foraging experience, so it's probably worth the read. We always need more foraging. Oh god, we gotta watch this again. Wait, what if we don't watch it? Yeah, we gotta run by it to go to the beach anyways. Never mind. Why would we watch this? Yeah, so normally I would watch this so that we end the cutscene at the community center, but since we have to go back down to the beach, there's no point, and we can just skip. Back to the farm for a little bit more wood. Just a bit more wood, and then we can... So the trick gloom, under normal circumstances, like if you catch it on your way to the mountain, is watching the scene, you end at the door instead of ending by the bus. It's a weird little quirk of the game. If you watch the scene, your character ends the scene standing by the community center, and you can immediately go inside and check the note. So that, like, sort of teleports you instead of having to walk all the way over there. So it's a very minor optimization that's probably not worth the real-world time to do, but... Exactly, yeah. And if you're being, like, hyper-optimal, you know, it's technically an advantage, but is it worth it? Probably not. Because you gotta sit there and watch it. It costs you real time, you know? You're just trading real time for in-game time. Alright, 1 scarecrow. Everything else goes in the box, including the extra wood. Scarecrow in the ground. And we're off. Nope, we're not off. Gotta leave the tools behind. Now we are off. I'm going to attempt to catch an anchovy while we're on the beach. I'm going to spend like a couple minutes fishing for an anchovy for Abigail. If we get really lucky, I will, you know, but I can't spend too long because it's going to impact my day. Alright, 1 bridge repair. And the important sea urchin. Hey Jojo, what's up? How you doing today? Grab the coral while we're here. come on. First try anchovy, please. 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 Score! I'm the best at Stardew. Now, what could Abigail be planning with this prank? Like, what's she gonna do? Put a anchovy in her dad's pillowcase or something? I gotta figure out where Abigail is today. Can't be running all around. Oh, hey, conveniently, Spring 6th is one of her flute days, so... On our way up to the mountain to get a little bit of fishing in for the rest of the day. Gotta remember to stop at the community center to check the note so that we can get the rat problem quest, and tomorrow or the next day or whenever we can get down to the wizard to get our special brew and start seeing forest writing. There's Maru. Just chilling. And here is Abigail on her way to her flute spot. Give her that anchovy. Please. Anything that... Anything that results in Pierre having a bad day is something I am on board with. Alright, it's 4:40 p.m. We do not actually have time to fish very many largemouth bass. And we won't have time to smelt the rest of the steel bars or the iron bars for the steel pickaxe tomorrow. So we're going to have to actually hold off on the bait maker for today. That's the current plan. Because we need the iron bars for tomorrow's pickaxe upgrade. And then bait maker's not that useful after 7 p.m. anyways, so... So we're just going to do regular old fishing for the rest of the day. Hope we catch a few largemouth bass. Anyways, we need at least one for bait for tomorrow. Perfect. There's our first largemouth bass. Tomorrow is set. Any subsequent bass will be sold because we do need funds. Tomorrow we need enough money to... Tomorrow we need enough money for the steel pickaxe upgrade as well as to buy like our remaining gold ore. And we have what, 10 gold ore? So we need by 15 gold ore, which is 6,000 G. So we actually need, if possible, 11,000 G for tomorrow. Which is a lot. And I don't know if we're going to quite pull it off, but that would be optimal. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? How's your, I don't even know what day it is. I guess it's Thursday now for most places? Because it's 3 a.m. here? Yeah. Wow, no more largemouth bass. That's actually really unfortunate. Maybe we'll get one last one. Is this a bass? Sweet. Alright, we got one. We got one. A random info a day keeps the brain rot away. Is that true, though? Oh no! Hopefully he's alright. Hey, Tiny Turk is back with more bits. What's up, man? How's it going? Hold on, we got cheat effects in the chat. Yeah, also, they don't attack people. There's been, like, no recorded instances of, like, death by cheetah. Living life. Living life at 3 a.m. Obviously living life well. Yeah, they're like big kittens. I don't think you can have one. I don't think that's I don't think that's an option most places, but certainly not in North America. You definitely can't just like get a cheetah. No, Turk. Do you think I didn't? Do you think it's an accident that I don't have a kid? My entire life has been a carefully orchestrated sequence of events that have all deliberately resulted in not having a child, okay? This is not a fluke. I've been working very hard at this. You ever think about how you can, like, accidentally make a kid? Like, that's insane. You can just accidentally make a person. You can't even accidentally make a pizza, but you can accidentally make a person. Yeah, that's what I mean, right? It's just wild to think about. I did something stupid and now a person exists, you know? An entire person. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, we're definitely... I don't think we're going to have 11K for tomorrow. That's like a different kind of crazy, though. I honestly don't know what you're trying to say there, Kirk. But sounds good. Unless it involves me having a child, in which case, fuck no. I'm all about that no kids life. I spend my time playing video games on the internet. I don't want children. Oh, the money. Yeah, I need 11,000 for tomorrow in game. Like the next day. Kryzik, thanks for the follow. I mean, I was definitely planned. And then all of my children were deliberately planned to never exist, and we've been sticking to the plan so far. Plan is going great. Alright, we got the bars smelted. We've got the fish fished. We're going to have to head home at about midnight because I need to sell. So, even though we do not have enough fish. I wonder if I should dump the chubs. Like, we're going to need the chubs for mining, but now I'm just like, I don't know. I'm fearing for my wallet. What do we got here? That isn't a bunch of gold ore, which is what I needed. Oh, yeah, I don't even dislike children. I just have no interest in dedicating my time and energy to raising one. That's the thing, right? Like, the cats moved out a couple months ago, and, like, I miss the little fuckers, but also at the same time, I constantly find myself going, like, boy, it's so peaceful around here without the cats. Like, as some insight into, like, just how much I like not having responsibility. Okay, come on. Could we get, like, a bunch of gold ore right here? That would save me for tomorrow. Holy shit, I actually got a bunch of gold ore! Okay, this actually solves all of our problems, because now I only need, like, less. Now I only need to buy 9 gold ore. That's like 2,400 gold worth of gold ore from that fishing chest. I just cannot stop winning today. Hey, Kuroshi, how's it going? Jeez, what is all that noise outside? Alright, so we're going to sell pretty much everything with value here because I want as much money as possible for tomorrow, so... I'm even going to sell the gold chubs. Keep 1 largemouth bass for... I can't speak. I will keep 1 largemouth bass for bait, and the rest go in the bin. I got home just a little bit early. Is there a tree I can cut down real fast? Uh-oh. I don't think I raised the skill today, so I really shouldn't have passed out. And we're going to just miss it. Yeah. Did you miss an hour of fishing and mining? You did, yeah. But just fishing, actually. There wasn't even any mining. Nothing that interesting. Oh, never mind. We got the forging level up, so I don't need to worry about passing out. We're good. And level 8 fishing. Never mind. Today was a good day. And thanks to the gold ore, we actually just have enough. Just. Actually, we might be like 40 G short. Hold on. We are. 5,000. 3,600. Yeah, we need 40 G, so I need to find something to sell. Okay. Oh. Today is Sunday, so we need the Queen of Sauce here. Not that it's really that important with the cookbook existing to get these recipes, but it makes it a little bit easier if you get them throughout, because then you can kind of like start on them sooner. Watering the crops. We gotta get the wizard's letter here so that we can go meet him. That's the important part. That goes in here. Everything else comes with us. Okay, so we're just on our way down to the wizard. Hold on. We are on our way to the wizard so that we can meet him and, no, never mind. We're resetting today. We're resetting today. What is the happy news there, Jojo? What's so happy? What do we do? Alright, our pickaxe is ready today, so we've got a couple of things we gotta do before we go pick that up. Gotta water our crops, collect our potatoes. You know what, Sleepy? I forgot to plant the bean on one of the resets. Like, I did plant the bean, and then totally forgot to plant the bean due to resetting. Thank you for reminding me to plant the bean. 10 days. Oh, it's gonna be too slow now. I'm gonna plant it, but we're definitely going the crab route. Like, 10 days is the 17th. I need to have that before the 17th. So we're just gonna plant it for the sake of, like, shipping it. Oh, that's exciting, Jojo. That's exciting. Okay, so we need to bring our ores. We're going to bring the potato to sell to Pierre so I can get the money I need for the purchases today. Largemouth bass for bait, chubs for eating, hoe just so I have something to dig up if I see anything, and then obviously the fishing rod because that's our primary function today. We have to check the wizard's letter in order to meet him, and now we're on our way down. But I want to do a quick scout as I go down for acorns, because as I mentioned earlier, we need many, many acorns. That's not an acorn, scam. We gotta be like aggressively collecting acorns as we go, because we're gonna need, like I said, many oak trees. Oh no. Oh no. take this opportunity to actually clear these stupid branches out of here. Alright, I'm going to check the traveling cart to see if there's anything we need. Rainbow shell. Nice. Mayonnaise, periwinkle, chowder. Pharaohs are too expensive, but it would be nice to have those, like, loved gifts for the characters who like them right now, but we don't have the money. We can't drop 800 on presents, you know. Hey, free dandelion. Alright, gonna skip this cutscene. And oddly enough, the cutscene doesn't count as meeting the wizard. You actually have to, like, talk to him. Hey, another dandelion. And with all of my running about, I forgot to bring a birthday gift for Lewis. It is his birthday today. And while we don't have, like, a great gift for him, I can give him a daffodil or something. You know, it's worth the free heart, so. Gotta pop back to the farm and grab one of those. For good old world's greatest mayor. Which I'm sure is something he has awarded himself at some point. Honestly, if this one came up gold... Nah, no, they're silver. Which isn't bad. Which isn't bad. That's not a bad thing. We can definitely use a silver daffodil. That's what I mean. He's got a big golden statue of himself. This guy clearly has a high opinion of his own accomplishments. So since we got 2 of these, I'm going to run by and I'm going to give one to my future girlfriend, who is not out of her bedroom yet, is she? Damn it. Okay, maybe not. You know what, Haley? I'm trying to love you, but you are making it difficult for me. Shit. Do I have to do this entire fucking thing again? Or do I just... Why? I'm so scatterbrained tonight. I'm so fucking scatterbrained tonight. I cannot remember anything that I'm trying to do. Oh wait, never mind. I have enough money. I literally have enough money. It doesn't even matter. What did I... It was the quest! I collected the quest! Alright. Disregard that that little crash out there because we're good. We're good. Everything's good. It was all on purpose. I always knew what I was doing. Why would I marry somebody else when I could marry her? I just don't see the incentive. Alright, we're off to do some fishing. Leah's pretty easy. She's actually one of the easiest ones because you can just buy salads. So you can have... No, I'm just saying... I have, but like, I don't think it matters much, and I don't think the variety is actually that interesting either, so I just always pick her. And definitely no problem with asking the question. Yeah, Leah you can get loved gifts for right from the start, so she's pretty easy. Shane is actually the easiest if you want to like dance with somebody at the Flower Festival, because Haley has a birthday, but she doesn't have easy access to loved gifts. Leah and Sam have easy access to loved gifts, but do not have a birthday. Shane is the only one who has both easy access to loved gifts and a birthday before the thing. So Shane is actually, like, if you want to dance with somebody at the flower dance, Shane is the easiest one. I forgot to check the weather, so that's unfortunate. I'll have to bring the bait maker back with me just in case. And the furnace? Oh no, that's not good. Alright, one bait maker. And some bait, please. Oh, look at bubbles right there, too. Soon? No. Honestly, Mugenics was the only one on my, like, right away list. There's a couple that might be coming out this year. Although I don't know for sure that they are. Uh-oh. I know, like, the next big indie release is, like, Slay the Spire 2, which is something a lot of people who aren't me are excited about. Despite, like, previously having, like, experience with TCGs and generally liking roguelikes, Slay the Spire just never stuck for me. It's not a game that did anything. And I don't know entirely why. I still think there's a chance that Persona 4 Revival comes out this year. That would be a big one for me. But no, otherwise, like, not really. I'm not a big AAA brand new game player. Mostly I just watch. If something, you know, catches my eye, I'll jump on it. Or maybe I'll just dedicate my free time to working through the Trails series, you know? Honestly, I don't do any off-stream gaming these days, really. I've been doing a little bit of Mugenics in between work, but that's been, as of today, that's been replaced by video editing. I don't even know when I'm going to finish that game. And, and then, like, after stream, I get about a half hour to chill before bed, and that's when I try to catch up on anime. Yeah, I didn't know what it was, but it is a Nintendo Switch exclusive, which means it's dead to me before it even comes out. You know, I bought Night Rain and then, like, never played it. I have it in my Steam library. I have never played the game outside of, like, 20 minutes trying to figure out how it worked. I like the idea of it a lot, but, like, getting into it seemed daunting, and I didn't really have anybody to play with, and it was like, you know? So many diamonds. That's actually really useful, because the diamonds are really valuable, right? Like, so... they're worth more than any fish. So they're an excellent bonus. And right now we're still in the sell everything phase. So right now, until I get the gold pickaxe, is like the sell everything phase. Because we need to make sure we hit our targets. Once we get the gold pickaxe and start mining, we'll start saving gems like diamonds and rubies for desert trading. But for the moment, we're going to sell them just for the cash. This has been a long-lived bubble. I'm gonna eat some roe. We got one more hour of bass. Let's see how many we can get. Well, that's a little sad because that's definitely not a bass. I think that's a carp, but at least we got a chest with it. I know, right? So rude. That tobacco smoke is blocking out the smell of the like the metal furnace that I have going literally right beside him. I don't know. I kind of thought it was. The whole, like, just, like, smoking on the like, by the lake, like, after the day. I don't know. It has tobacco vibes for me, but I feel like Sebastian's probably into both. I don't know. Are you, like, allowed to show that in a video game in the United States? Probably not, hey? It's probably illegal. I don't know what that's like because I live in a free country, but... So, as usual, we spent all of our money today so that we can pass out with no penalty at the end of the day. Although, I may not reach level 9 fishing tonight, so I gotta make sure not to accidentally exhaust myself, because if we don't have a level up... I don't think we've had a level up. Oh yeah, they're like... It's so legal here that it's boring. Like, there's just shops everywhere. They sell whatever you want. Nobody even thinks about it anymore. It's just... That's just the way it is. It's not even interesting anymore. Because it's like no longer like subversive or like... It's sort of like stoner culture sort of dies with legalization, right? Because like Oh. Always feels just like a little bit bad when you get the fishing chest on what would have been a perfect catch. Elvish jewelry. I'm going to turn all of these silver quality largemouth bass into bait because we're going to use it all up over the next few days. And that way it saves money, right? Better than using gold ones. Just when I needed 2 bone flutes. Okay, not exhausted. That's good. That was close, though. I meant to eat a chub before I threw that one. Alright, let's gather up everything important here and go for like one final cast. That potato can come home because... And there we go. That was it. Now let's hope it's not raining. Oh, no, it's not raining. Obviously, it's not raining. No rain tomorrow. Okay, today's a pretty straightforward day. So, we do need to ship, and we gotta come home and ship tonight because we're aiming to buy that gold pickaxe upgrade tomorrow. So we're gonna sell everything once again, as well as we're gonna come home and sell everything that we gathered while fishing. And hopefully, between the full day fishing today and the partial day fishing yesterday, We will have the 10k that we need. For that upgrade. Checking the mail. Oh no. I didn't want that. Now I can lose it when I pass out. Oh wait, I'm not passing out tonight. I'm coming home tonight to ship, so never mind. Alright, and then this is really boring, I know, for content, but today is going to be an entire day of fishing. Good news for YouTube watchers, I will skip most of it. We'll finish smelting the bars, and the only thing we are shooting for today... That would be nice. But yeah. We smelt the gold bars as we go, and the only thing we're actually aiming for today is get those bars smelted and catch enough fish to pay for the gold pickaxe tomorrow. That's it. We need the 10,000, so that's 9,500, given that we already have 500. But yeah, an iridium band is probably the last, like, really exciting thing we could get out of a fishing chest, since we've already got... Oh my god, I keep getting diamonds out of these chests. This is great. Anyways, like I was saying, iridium band, since we already have the weapons and the book. So, like, the important stuff is got, but... Wouldn't say no to a free iridium band. Instead of having to craft one. Although we do have to craft one eventually anyways, so it just helps a little bit early on. We have a high luck today, so we're actually seeing a lot of chests, which is really nice. These early fishing days make the worst content. Like, the main thing when I was, like, considering starting over, the thing that was, like, holding me back the most was me going, like, oh no, now I have to do all the fishing again. And I don't even dislike it, it's just... I want more variety from my gameplay. Alright, that's level 9 fishing. It's only 9:20 a.m., so that probably means level 10 tomorrow. We probably hit the target of level 10 on day 9. Have you? I mean, it's kind of zen, which is why I like doing it, but... Yeah, see, the Skull Cavern is different every time, right? I really enjoy the Skull Cavern because it has that dynamicness to it. So once we switch from fishing to caverning for cash, the game gets so much more interesting. Yeah, it's definitely the repetition, right? It's just over and over and over again. As I said, it's a little zen, but I don't think it makes for very good content. So that's why I try to be chatty while I'm doing it, but sometimes, you know, it just doesn't work. Nobody wants to chat about anime with me. I need to switch to, like, JRPGs or something so that I can get my chat to have an anime conversation with me. Stardew players do not watch enough anime. Good morning, Ride. How's it going? I appreciate the effort, Kuroshi. Cup of coffee, nice. Pretty classic answers. It's interesting because it's actually not like anime specifically. I know I bring up anime all the time, but it's not like a specific like interest in like Japanese animation. It's that I love animation, and Japan just happens to produce a ton of it. Right, like my favorite animated series of all time is The Venture Bros. It's not an anime. It might be the greatest animated television show ever made. Scratch that. It is the greatest animated television show ever made. One Piece I'm so mixed on because, like, I like the story and I like the characters, but it's genuinely unwatchable. Like, it's just completely unwatchable. Well, it's not the, like, I like, the story varies. It depends on which arc you're in, right? But, like, the problem with it isn't the story either, though. The problem is, like, the pacing. With the anime specifically. Like, I struggle with a lot of that classic, like, shonen stuff because, like, as soon as... Okay, here's my line, okay? As soon as a single fight scene takes more than one episode, I'm out. That's it. I'm done. I'm checked out. I'm over it. I don't care anymore. Now you're wasting my time. That's my line. And like, that's true for Dragon Ball as well, but Dragon Ball doesn't spend nearly as much time just like staring at barrels the way One Piece does. I don't love it. I realize it's really popular as far as like modern stuff goes, but don't love it. Shonen battle anime is pretty low on my like list of like stuff I actually want to watch. Like every once in a while something comes along that works for me, but it's pretty rare. Yep. Inspired by, certainly. More relevant in, like, Dragon Ball than Z, but yeah. Like, I'm watching, like, maybe, like, 8 or 9 shows right now in the current season, and, like, none of them are, like, battle anime, right? I've said this before, but this is a real hot take, and I know, like, a lot of people, like, will just hate me for it, but I really don't like Toriyama's art style. I can't do it. Like... all the characters look so similar. Everyone has a giant forehead and a pointy nose. And I don't just mean Dragon Ball either, but like Dragon Quest. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I know it's a controversial opinion, okay? I respect the guy. I just don't enjoy the art. All-time favorite anime? That's a tough one. I don't know. I think we just went to ad. I'm going to wait until we're off ad to answer that question. I'm just going to keep fishing while we're on ad, and then we'll get back to my objectively correct anime opinions after the break. Oh yeah, it is a new save, yes. I encountered an issue and I had to start over. We're gonna get the bus by, like, spring 17th. We don't need to... The Desert Festival's pointless. I need to get there on the last day for the strawberry seeds, that's all. It's only the last day of the Desert Festival that matters. There's, like, no point in actually, like, doing the Desert Festival activities. They're not worth it. Alright, we should be off ad now. And I just want to say, I noticed over the last few minutes I lost a follower. And I can only assume that was because I said I didn't care for Toriyama's characters. Somebody's just, like, super offended. They're like, fuck this guy. I don't want to watch that trash. Okay. Favorite anime of all time is very difficult. I don't know if I can do that. I have a few favorites, but... It was you. I really don't care for his art. I really don't. I just don't like the way he draws. I'm sorry. Okay. Last piece of bait used. Shit. Look at this. We got over 40 largemouth bass, and it's not even, like... That's wild. What a good day. I don't know, it's, like, I watched, you know, anime in my teens. Like, when I was a teenager, I watched some Dragon Ball. You know, Sailor Moon was on TV a lot. And, like, just, you know, things that actually made it to, like, television in the West. Oh, yeah, his art style is extremely distinct, right? If anything ever looked like his... It would just be because somebody was knocking it off. It definitely stood out, for sure. And I think that's part of why it worked, too. But, then I didn't. Then, like, my 20s, I kind of, like, didn't watch any anime. And I got back into it in, like, my 30s. Alright, there we go. 45. And, oh, I can't. I don't know if I... Anime Mount Rushmore? That's, like, too much pressure. Now you're, like... Now you're making a statement. But I will say the series that got me back into anime, okay, the show that hooked me on anime again and is definitely one of my all-time favorites, was Toradora. If you're familiar with that. Kind of a classic, but definitely not a battle anime, so you might not know it. Depending on what you watch. Yeah, there's a few. I'm very into, like, there's a lot. And obviously, just like with all the random isekais and stuff like that, they're not all good. But, I'm very into, like, good slice of life anime. And, like, rom-coms and stuff. I would say, like, top for that is, like, Toradora is obviously one of the all-times. Yes, that's the one, right? And then, Kaguya-sama Love is War is another, like, all-timer for, like, the slice of life rom-com genre. If only Akasaka could write a fucking ending. God damn it. Never gonna forgive him for Oshinoko. It was so good for like 60% of the run, and then it just dives off a fucking cliff. Ugh. Okay, but Unimaginable Sadness is what made it good. The final, like, 30% of the story and the ending didn't pay off the Unimaginable Sadness, okay? Everybody who's, like, anime only is going to be extremely disappointed unless they change it. Like, I finished the manga, trust me, you should just give up now. Like, the anime is adapting the last good part right now, okay? Like, season 3 here is, like, the last good arc. It falls apart after this. Finish season 3 and then pretend it's over. Hey, we got a dino egg. Alright. If you like slice of life, what I actually think is literally One Punch Man season 1, all-timer. Absolutely incredible. One Punch Man season 1 is like an all-timer, and then everything after that is like, it's just sad. And it's not the story's fault. But, like, the animation quality and everything, like, that show got shafted so hard, right? That's what happened. It is not the story's fault. Yeah, like, the people working on season 3 who, like, know they're making shit but don't have the budget to do anything about it, I kind of feel bad for them, too. Anyways, okay, what I was actually trying to say, like I said, I'm watching a lot of shows right now, like a lot of simulcasts. I'm watching about 8 or 9 shows as they air this season. This season has been stacked. One of the best seasons of anime in, like, a long time. And what I genuinely believe is the best show of the season is actually a slice of life called You and I Are Polar Opposites. This show is literally the one I'm looking forward to each week the most. If you like the slice of life or rom-com thing at all, do yourself a favor and check it out. Alright, this is going to be our last fish here. And we got to stack our backpack and pick up our stuff. Nice. Oh, hey, there's my fire quartz. That will help with getting the minecarts early. Alright, picking up the bait maker and the furnace because I'm not sure where I'm going tomorrow. I forgot to check the weather. Or if I did check the weather, I forgot what the weather said. One way or the other. Alright, now we're going to grab anything that we want to sell. We'll leave the bait there. Bait, bait, bait. Bring back a few things. Bring that back. Maybe give it to Haley if we see her. And that should be good. I don't remember, Kuroshi. It could be windy tomorrow. I truly don't remember. Alright, I think we have everything and we can head home. We got 20 minutes extra or so we'll actually be able to sell our stuff before we pass out. And then tomorrow we need the money from the sales to go buy the gold pickaxe upgrade. Alright, later. Thanks for hanging out, even if maybe you shouldn't have, because that's not very much time to sleep. So what was that? That was like 13? No. 15? 15 bullhead, 45 largemouth bass. A couple of carps. We did pretty good. Baitmaker really showing itself here. I don't know. I must be weak then because I love sleeping. Alright, we got the roes for eating. We got the chubs for eating. And we got everything else here. We're pretty good. I'm going to throw this in because we're not getting that tomorrow. And then we're probably good. We're going to head to bed. I guess I'll just fill up my watering can while I wait. So I don't completely waste all the time. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. And we are off. Good night, Cryo. Level 9 fishing, we knew about that, so how much did we make? Boom. Okay, maybe too much. Holy shit. I did not need to sell all of that. Now I can't pass out. Actually, this is... so I sold too many things, and now I probably can't pass out. That's, I should have done math, but you know how I hate math. You know how I hate math. I'm always raging against math. Okay, no chests today. What do we got? We got... sunny tomorrow, too. No rain. We're doing okay without the rain, but it would be nice to see a rain here and there. Okay, this is a little crazy, but I could... This disrupts things... Man, I don't know. What if I bought... What if I bought the backpack today? So the other reason why I shouldn't have shipped all that is because I lost out on some money. From the, like, tomorrow we'll probably have... Alright, here we go. Demetrius with our fruit room. Bats just are kind of a nice bonus for gifting. Like, we might get an orange for Gus or something like that. Mushrooms used to be a lot better. Okay, the other reason why I shipped too much was the 25%, the extra 25%. Tomorrow, we should get level 10 fishing today. And then tomorrow we'll have the bonus, and so that was a mistake. I overshipped. It's too late. Nothing we can do about it. But I might just buy my kale seeds today, actually, too. Just gonna chop wood, collect some acorns until, because we need to hit Clint on the way to the mountain, so. Alright, no birthday today. Tomorrow is Vincent's birthday. But, like, I probably lost about 2,000 G by shipping way too much today. Okay, Demetrius and your crab species. Jeez. Ooh. Oh, we got here too soon. Just by like a second. Do we know how many... shit, I don't know. Yeah, I'm literally just gonna buy the kale. Rice. I don't know how many rice I have. I hope I have about 30. I'm going to buy 160 kale. That's 2 batches of 80. If it's not enough, we can always expand it for the... There we go. That'll take care of a lot of it. Anyways. Here, have a flower. Don't even like you. And now everybody's favorite, we're back to the mountain for even more fishing. Just cannot get enough of this fishing action. Damn it, Robin, what are you doing? Out of my way. We don't really have anything to smelt at the moment, so I'm just gonna put the bait maker right here. Yeah, well, no, because the axe won't be ready tomorrow. Mining starts on the 11th, right? The 10th will be more fishing because the pickaxe won't be done yet. Wait, how many rice do I have? 18 rice? That's actually not enough rice. So I remember I told you that this would be the last batch of crops I water by hand. That's why it's set up this way. So this kale and cauliflower and stuff, like once we harvest what's in the ground right now, it will be enough to get us to level 2 farming, which will give us the basic sprinkler recipe. Then as we mine, we're going to find enough ores to craft 20 basic sprinklers. We're going to use that to set up our next batch of kale, which is exactly enough to get us to level 6 farming, which will then allow the crafting of quality sprinklers, which we will craft a bunch of for summer. And outside of, like, fuck-ups, we won't water anything by hand for the rest of the game. You know, like I planted something late and I need it watered today, so I can't wait for the sprinkler, that sort of thing, you know? It will happen because I do fuck up a lot, but... No, watering is the worst. It's such a complete waste of time, right? Because if we were watering a bunch of crops right now, we would be making less money than fishing. Right? As tedious as the fishing is, it's like the best thing we can be spending our time on. We're watering just enough crops to get our farming levels. But we're not doing it for profit at this point, because it's inefficient to do it for profit when you have to water it every day. The profit's gonna come in the summer. Once we get the star fruit in the ground, that's where the money is. Yeah, honestly, Starfruit's OP. Like, it's so many, like, it's leagues ahead of every other crop, and it's kind of poorly balanced. And, like, I don't necessarily, like, want him to change it. It just is, it really is poorly balanced. It's so much more profit per unit than any other crop in the game, right? Even Ancient Fruit, which is kind of like the secret, like, you have to unlock it, find it sort of crop, takes, like, 5 seasons to out-profit Starfruit. Which is longer than my entire challenge. We're basically fishing for bus money here. Yeah, there's definitely ways you could incentivize it. Like I said, at this point, I'm pretty sure he feels that the game is just sort of like set, and so he's adding content to it, but not dramatically changing anything. You know, that feels like his approach. It's just the vibe I've gotten. I certainly don't have any insider knowledge as to what Eric Barone thinks, but. Although the mastery system was fairly game-changing. That's probably the biggest change he's made to the actual, like, mechanics of the game. Whoa, okay, we've got... Amethyst ring increases knockback by 10%. I've never worn this ring in my life. I'm going to wear it here because I have a free slot. We've got another diamond. And we got another Jewels of the Sea, which will actually get us, like, slightly closer to the level 10 fishing. it's got to be pigs. Hey, even losing an entire season, pigs crush every other animal. But it takes a while to get going. That's the hardest part. Like, it's pretty slow to get set up. That's for sure. I considered doing a run where I made all of my money from fishing, and then I realized I would literally rather do anything else. I don't even think it would be that hard, but it would be like 100 hours of fishing. Ostriches are not even remotely comparable to pigs. That's the thing. Ostriches are pretty good, yes. But, they are still way less money than pigs. So, ostriches produce 1 egg a week, which is 10 mayonnaise, right? So, if you got iridium ostrich eggs, that's like 5,000 a week. I think something like that. What's iridium mayo go for? Hold on. I'm going to check now. Mayonnaise. Iridium mayo with artisan is 532. So a max like a max heart ostrich will generate 5,000. Yeah, even with an animal cracker, still less money than pigs for you. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay. 5,300 a week. Double that if you have an animal cracker. Okay? 10,000 a week. That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive. Right? An iridium truffle is worth $12.50. Okay? A max heart pig, on average, produces 3 truffles per day, not per week. That's over 20,000 a week, and you don't need an animal cracker. Even if you divide it by, like, even if you cut 25, right, now, they start with only producing 1, but, like, we're talking, you know, if we're comparing iridium mayo, that's obviously high hearts to pigs, we can, right? That's fair. So even if you subtract 25% to make up for the fact that they only produce 3 out of 4 seasons, that's still 15,000 a week. And it's still, even with the pigs doing nothing for the entire winter, it's still more money than any other animal. Right? Like... No, my last piece of bait. Fuck. Where's my bullhead bait? So the reason now the downside to pigs is that I hate pigs because You cannot auto-collect their stuff. You have to run around and pick up the goddamn truffles every day, and there's no way around it. Like, the auto-grabber doesn't work. You have to manually go and pick up all of the fucking truffles every day, and it's horrible. Like, it's just the worst. So while pigs are the best money, they're actually the worst. Alright, so we got 22 largemouth bass. That's not too bad. Especially since we had to sack some for bait, right? Alright, 8 p.m. Now it becomes, you know, it's the big question. Are we going to make it? Are we going to get the level 10 fishing or not tonight? Oh, now we need to because I just exhausted myself. Uh-oh. What day is today? Wednesday? I'm trying to remember what anime updates today. That's Row. I'm trying to put that on my fucking thing, but it's Row. Bait is right here. Or I guess Thursday morning? I think Sentenced to be a Hero is today. If you like fantasy action, that's been pretty good. I think it's solid. Maybe not as good as it was at the beginning of the season, but pretty solid. I've been enjoying it. Alright. Oh, there's a bubble that's too far away to bother walking to. So we're definitely, like, really close to level 10. I'm just not sure if we're going to roll across the finish line or not tonight. Oh, literally one fish away from when I said it. Congrats to us. Level 10 fishing, spring 9th. That's the pro strat right there. actually wouldn't have made it without that book. I got like so many of a bunch of these fossils. No way! I have never been this lucky in fishing chests in a single run before. Like, I've gotten basically everything I could have hoped for out of fishing chests. We're going to be hitting the mines with our Iridium Band and our Neptune's Glaive before we've even set foot. Oh yeah, I guess, hey? That's not everything I could want. I could get another Iridium Band. That would be even better. You're right, you're right. Double Iridium Band is the actual dream. I'm gonna have everybody on YouTube comments calling me a cheater, which is great, because that means I have commenters. Here it is, here it is! This is the second Iridium Band right here, just watch. I can feel it. This is happening. Okay, but like, how great would that clip been if it had worked? Alright, we got to sort out our inventory here, figure out what's coming back with us. We need the seeds. We need the rice shoots, actually. What else needs to come back? Honestly, the bacon stay, like, mostly just these. You know what? The ring can stay because I need to pick up the bait maker. There we go. I guess I don't need to pick up the bait maker because it is not raining tomorrow, right? So actually I can just bring back other stuff instead. Alright, nap time. Level 10 fishing, and here is our angler profession, which I should have, like I said, waited to sell all those fish for. Definitely lost some money by jumping the gun, but Whatever. Alright, rain tomorrow? Nope. Okay, that would have delayed. That would have been the only thing that I would delay the mining for. If we got rain tomorrow, I would have delayed mining because Catfish Day is too profitable, right? Today is Vincent's birthday, and I unfortunately do not have anything he likes, because I didn't get a crab pot ready. You know, after the last run, I was thinking that, like, because Vincent was a bit of a problem, I should try to get a crab pot early enough to find him a snail, but I never followed through on that, so here we are. I might break from fishing. Vincent? How is Vincent a demon child? He's just a kid. I mean, it's good enough. It's not as good as a snail, you know? Not nearly. Alright, we're heading up. I'm just gonna do a real quick, yeah, see right here, check for acorns. Acorns. This is the last day of, like, full fishing for a while. A carp frenzy. I'm gonna have to make sure to avoid that. Last thing I want is to catch a bunch of carps. Definitely left the bait maker in my box. Nope, I left the bait maker at the beach. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just stupid. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. That's why I left. That's why I reset, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm hopeless. Although I did forget to water the crops, so that might be a reason to reset. Why did I... Oh, wait, why did I rerun? Do you mean, like, why did I start the run over there? There we go. If that's what you mean by why did I rerun, it's because I realized there was an issue with the other seed that was going to prevent me from completing the challenge. There's one RNG condition for this challenge that can't really be, like, left to luck. Actually, you know what? I'm going to reset again. It's okay. You're all used to this by now. You are all definitely used to this by now. Don't even pretend like you aren't. It's a little awkward because I don't have my pickaxe to break any of these rocks, so I have to find room to plant them without breaking any rocks, but... I'm just gonna kill a little bit of time so I can grab Vincent's birthday gift. Drop Vincent's birthday gift on the way. Hidden acorns? No. Okay. Alright, now we're headed to town. So I'll drop Vincent's gift on the way. And leave this and this, and off we go. Perfect timing. Boom. Gold. 2 hearts. Pretty sweet. That's actually great. Good job, us. Well done, team. Alright, confirming the next birthday is Haley on the 14th. We hopefully can find another gold flower for her, but if not, you know. Alright, what do we got? Farm fresh cauliflower for Pierre. I don't believe our cauliflowers will be ready because that's the 11th, right? Cauliflowers are 13 days. Ah, oh, damn it, Pierre. They were planted on the first day, but it's just too slow. Cauliflower is a slow vegetable. Fishing rod, largemouth bass bait. And away we go. Last day for a little bit of straight fishing, so thankfully. I'm pretty burnt out on this right now, so it'd be nice to get some variation. Hello, who's there? What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, bubbles. Oh my god. That's amazing. Working from home today. Lucky. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. Happy to be your work from home distraction. Uh-oh, too far. We'll recast. Yeah, no, I came to terms with the fact that streaming is second screen entertainment years ago. So, I welcome it. I cannot stop pulling diamonds out of the ocean, which is not a bad thing. I'm not complaining. I'm just... It's crazy that it keeps happening. I'm going to use the ad here for a real quick break. I'm going to grab a drink and I'll be right back. I have returned. Do not fret. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, we were fishing. The same thing we've been doing for the last 3 hours. Wouldn't want to miss a second of this non-stop fishing action. You know what the best part is? We're going to finish fishing right about the same time I got to log off and go to bed. It's perfect. Perfectly timed. One entire stream of nothing but fishing in the mountains. Maybe if we're really lucky, I'll get to end on a single day of mining. No. Oh, I don't want to exhaust myself because I cannot get a fishing level up today. It's impossible because we're already level 10, so there's nothing left to get. Oh, yeah, this is the burnt out on fishing sigh. 100%. Like, I'm so glad this is the last day for a bit. Oh my god, like... Time to start a new run, right? Oops, I fucked up. Gotta start over. Okay, I need to lean back and chill for a moment here. So we are still gonna have to do a little bit more fishing because we need to get our bus money, right? But it's gonna be some like combination fishing mining. We're spend a couple days just fishing or just mining tomorrow and the next day type of thing, and then a little bit of combination. We want to make it to the desert by the 17th, I believe. So we need to fix the bus on the 16th. So it does mean we're going to need to do a little bit of fishing more in between to make sure we got enough money for the bus. It is the 17th, right? I'm going to have to look it up and confirm. Pretty sure. Desert Festival is 15, 16, 17. Oh no, my last piece of bait. That means I'm not going to get any more bass today. Probably, right? So what do we got? 26 bass? That's not bad. 2,000. About 6,500 or something like that in bass. Should be about a 10K day total. Oh yeah, I'll definitely have time for one mining. That's nice. That'll be really nice. Really nice for that change. I'm also getting a little tired because it's the end of the stream, right? I always get lower energy at the end of the stream, regardless of whether I'm burnt out on the task at hand or not, right? Just as a general rule, because, you know, it's the end of my day. I've been awake for like 16 hours or whatever now, right? I'm getting closer and closer to crashing. Oh, this is good. We're over 10k for the day in fish, so that's excellent. Getting that bus money. Like, getting the bus too soon doesn't help because we need to go... We need to finish the mine before we can actually Skull Cavern, right? So... Feels bad to use an Iridium one, but I'm, like, not catching any regulars. I'm not fucking them up. I'm too good at bullhead fishing. Fuck! Fuck! I was doing so good, too, and not exhausting myself, and now it's just like... Oops. More diamonds from the ocean. That must be what the Jewels of the Sea book was about. it was scratching an itch. Terrible. Look at all this deluxe bait, too, that I'm going to have for, endless fishing. Endless fishing. Every day we're fishing. We're nearing the end, though. We got like one more fish today. And then we get to take tomorrow off of fishing, which is amazing. No fishing tomorrow. What a glorious day. Alright, nap time. Alright, my gold pickaxe is ready. Shit, it's gonna rain tomorrow. You know what that means? Instead of mining, we're gonna go fishing. Oh my god. Why would you do that, Anda? Well, yeah, that's what happens when you play MTG. It's like, that's what you signed up for. It's not an acorn, what the hell? Okay, we don't need the axe, so... I'm gonna take all of these since we're going right by it, right? We'll drop all these off for Clint. So we've got over 20,000 in fish already. Combined with tomorrow, if we do catfish all day, we should be set for, oh shit. Need to bring my oars. And these, I can eat these if I need extra food. We should actually be set for the bus. We should just be able to buy the bus, like, basically on, like... Yeah. We just need to get, like, the crab from, like, the mines. Bring him 10 iron ores, huh? Okay, that I can handle. Donate some stuff. We don't really need any of those rewards right now. The cauliflower would be like profitable to grow, but it means watering, so I don't know. Maybe when I plant the kale. Oh no, the fan. I forgot to donate the fan. Oh no, it was already donated, that's why. Alright, Anda, just because I feel like ranting a little bit. What do you think of the TMNT cards? You excited? You a fan? I gotta grab the bait maker for tomorrow. And the rod, right? Or did I leave the rod? No, just the bait maker. Do you like TMNT as a franchise? Just as out of curiosity. There's no wrong answer here. Okay. Right. I do. It's one of the biggest, like childhood favorites of mine. And I still think they're all incredibly dumb. It's just not working for me at all. I don't know. I don't understand the appeal of any of these cards, really. Alright, down we go. We'll see how deep we can get. There's my crab. That's completion. Alright, if we can get the stuff, we could have the minecarts as early as, like, tomorrow. Combat level, nice. Gotta bring that back with us. So it's funny how, like, dwarf scrolls work, because it's like, when you gotta look for one, it takes forever to find it, but when you're not looking for it, you just see them constantly. Hey, she's fine. Thanks for the follow. I guess I shouldn't be mining that much because I'm definitely going to go get the coal before I finish this floor. Is that the initiation one? Yeah, okay. And good old floor 19, my nemesis. The worst design in the game. Alright, we got off easy that time. And we got a sword that doesn't matter because we've got our awesome legendary fishing sword. Make another furnace. We're gonna try to get up to 5 before we start smelting anything. There we go, nice. I bought the ore from Clint, sugar-free. Because it's way faster. to fish and buy the ore and then go down the mines this way, then... Like, I found about half of the ore from fishing chests because I was fishing so much, and then I bought the rest to finish it off. To be clear. Also because time, right? So while you're upgrading the pickaxe, you can't mine, right? So we get all the upgrading out of the way while we're fishing. I really should have emptied my inventory. You know what? We can toss the cherry bomb. We don't need that right now. I neglected to empty my inventory on floor 25, which I should have. One more furnace, and we'll actually remember to empty the inventory this time, so... I'm down to 30. I wonder if we can get 35. We could, like, it's 10 p.m. If we get lucky, we could. That's a good start. Alright, that is enough copper for all of our furnaces. Although I do need a bit more stone. Oh, there it is. Visible. Wow, actually not enough stone for the furnace. That's crazy. Luckily we got it right here. There we go. We can start smelting. We probably can't get any deeper, but we'll keep looking. Oh, maybe. Jeez, maybe. That would be wild if we did. Oh, that's a lot of copper. Alright, we have to rush upstairs because we got to adjust our inventory before we pass out. Like, we're totally planning to pass out, but we gotta make sure we got the right stuff in it first. I need an iron bar. That's blocking the, Okay, so we need to make sure we grab the bait maker. We need the crab. Let's grab the museum items. You know, if I were to buy 1 iron ore from Clint tomorrow... No, I still don't... no, I don't have the solar essence. Never mind. Okay, we can't. So we can leave this stuff here, because we're going to come back. What do we bring? We bring that, we bring that, we bring those. That's actually just garbage. Let's get a little bit more ore before we pass out. Level 1 combat. Level 2 mining. Sweet. What did I ship? Oh, I shipped a couple fossils. I forgot. Or a fossil. I think the kale is done. Yeah, there we go. We got our level 2 farming. And those 4 cauliflowers are extra, actually. Okay. Yeah, you can, and that's what I did, Zillard. I got about half of it out of fishing chests, and then the other half I bought from Clint, right? Like, I got, like, what did I get? 12 or 13 gold ore from fishing chests, which is about half of what you need. And then I bought the remainder from Clint. It cost me about 4,000 or 5,000 G. So, anyways, unfortunately, I'd love to dive right into a whole day of catfishing, but that's going to take like 30-40 minutes, and that's going to put me over my stream time. I got to get to bed. So I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for watching. Remember to follow me here, join the Discord. You can also find all my VODs on here if you if you missed a stream. Anyways, I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Let's throw out a raid. I'm going to pick a random Stardewer here and just say hi for me. And see y'all next time. Hey, Sugar Free, thanks for the follow.